Look, this has its own magic. Moss side stand up, this is money shit. I'm in Moss way, puffing on a Cali split. Said he's the hood's hottest, that's a bag of shit. If I see a man in the hood, I would've batted him. Told him step outside, he weren't having it. All on the phone to his boss, he was panicking. Now he talk tough on the net, it's embarrassing. Talking tough for the gram, straight capping it. Anyway, back to the biz, I need prof. MGMCG, I need Dosh. That's my dad's name, must've got it from my pops. Why you think I'm out with these rocks? All I do is shot, and all I know is guap. All I know is get it, then whip it till it locks.
Anyway, right, yes, welcome back to the Next Slice podcast, episode 2 of season 2, and we've got my man Robbahollow in the building. What's going on, man? What you telling me?
Am I the only one clapping?
Oh, we clapping.
I'm good, you know, bro. What's going on?
No, we've been meaning to link up for a bit now, though, innit?
Of course.
Hot sec, man, a hot sec. But bro, I'm going to get straight into it because I think this intro is going to be one of the longest intros we've had, Jay. You've been roughly in the game for about 6-7 years now. Or even a bit longer. Documented.
Nah, you're so we're going OG in the money scene still.
100%. We're going back to like one of the earliest videos from 7 years ago that I could find, which was the Nothing Long freestyle. That's obviously
7 years ago.
Yeah, bro, that's 7 years ago.
So I probably got videos from what? 8-9 years ago.
That's mad. See, this is the problem with social media, bro. Yeah, you try finding your research, you're never gonna find anything, bro.
So obviously, I've got music out under a different name as well.
Oh, is it?
So so not even a lot of people know that as well.
I didn't even know that still.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I said but I didn't know that.
How can we change the name then?
Because obviously that's my family's name, innit?
Yeah.
And when you listen to the music as much, I weren't spitting so hard about the roads. And So once I done that, I thought, nah, let me change it up. I'm not trying to represent the family.
Yeah, so what does Robbahollow mean then?
Obviously, my real name is Robert,
Yeah.
And then Hollow is obviously gigs, innit?
One
time I said, it's a walk in the park, call me Robbahollow. This is when I was Mattis.
Yeah.
People used to call it me, so from there I just ran with it.
I get you.
Let me tell you what, Bilal, I'm so happy you asked that question, bro. We always end up forgetting how do you get the name, bro. Like, we even did it last episode.
So would you say gigs is someone that like inspired your sound a little bit?
Not the sound, but in terms of what he done, he's done the street rap. The guys took it.
Because he's like the godfather of like gangster rap in the UK.
And you look at all the blocks he had on him.
The feds were on him still. I remember that. That's facts. Because you see with gigs, like it don't make sense how he's as big as he is now, innit? Because he had so much shit going against him at the time. But the fact he made it free was a mad thing still.
You want to know one of the points though?
Yeah.
You see in London, I feel like the youngers when they're popping, they still let it be known, like the guys that were. They were listening to you. So like even though Stormzy and Wiley have their thing, if you listen to Stormzy back in the day,
even know me from he bigged up Wiley, even Dizzy as well, he bigged up them, man.
Exactly. So that's what I think keeps them relevant.
Skepta
and that. If they didn't do that, I don't feel like there'll be a
gap, a generational gap in it.
They bridge the gap.
No, 100%. That's right. I think that's one of the most important things for our generation, though. Like making sure you pay homage to those who inspired you in it. Get me?
Obviously, someone helped build it.
Yeah, definitely.
It's all about that respect aspect as well. Isn't it? Like you show respect to people, that you're gonna get it straight back, innit?
Because you're OG in the money scene as well. Get me? And then we've had a few youngers like Aitch and that come out of nowhere and do their thing, innit?
Aitch is popping.
Get me? And obviously Aitch.
We've got this.
Get me? Aitch has still come back and done songs with you on your recent EPs and that. Get me? So it's like that's kind of what we need more of, you get what I'm trying to say.
But I feel like it is building more, you get me? Man are doing that more and more.
100%. But bro, going back onto like how long you've actually been in this game for, I sat there the other night, I counted out just over 120 tracks with either visuals or just audio on YouTube that I can find. So never mind how many you've actually taken off already. Bro, I then went on to start seeing how many views combined you have over Spotify and YouTube. So on YouTube alone, I know you just looked at my screen, but hopefully you're not seeing it. I don't know. Give me a rough estimate of what you think.
Of everything?
Of just on YouTube for this one. Roughly, how many views do you reckon you've got across YouTube?
I don't know, but I know, over the last 18 months, I've done 3 months.
Yeah.
Oh, man said 18. Bro, just said it like
bro, trust me.
I looked at it the other day, innit? I actually looked, I was thinking, because of all this corona and that. I was thinking, right, I've had a long gap.
Yeah.
But I looked at how well the views are doing. And
Oh, bro, altogether you've got...
probably what, 5 mil?
Nah.
4.5.
3.76 million
Jeez,
views across all of YouTube, bro. That is sick,
good,
man.
You see,
like, bro,
you see what's mad as well, yeah? You see up until the hood ties. Really get
bro,
yeah,
this is what I wanted to
kinda,
mention to you, right? It's not just like it's been all across, like you've seen that development over time, bro, where people have gone, yo, this guy's sick, bro, and then they've caught on.
Yeah, I feel like with you, it's like everyone's always known you in it. You've always had that kind of name, but I feel the hood artist is what kind of blew you into that. I wouldn't say the mainstream, but that's what kind of when people put your name on the map, you're trying to say
100%. And just because of obviously we go to Spotify as well, but we know how hard it is to get streams on Spotify. Like we know that ourselves. Just off your top 5 right now that are most popular, how many views do you think you have combined on Spotify?
Top 5, about 600.
Just over 635k
man.
on Spotify, man. Like, yo, they're big numbers. They are big numbers. So altogether across all streaming platforms, you have 4.4 million streams across all your platforms. Like, man, people are seeing these developments, man. You're getting the respect and the views for it.
Bro, you see that when I first done my Spotify? I could just about send the email. I went onto all this technology, I just set up that. My brethren told me about TuneCore and them things. I set it up and done it. And that's what it's come to. And I don't know nothing about the promotion. I've only just started looking into it.
It's hard, man. Like, we've seen it before. We see artists all the time saying it's so hard to, like, get the streams on Spotify if it's not something that's, like, completely relevant at the time. If you're not doing, like, that American stuff or something like that.
The game's open now.
And that's what
I've
I'm
just been studying it over the last year. Not really released music. You know, see now the TikTok's working. Or like Instagram's kind of going down. Snapchat's popping.
Snapchat's popping at the minute.
So you just gotta get with the times.
100. No, that's important. So obviously with you've got a very core fan base, innit? The people that support you in it, but it's like you might not have the widest fan base like you, like these million views guys in it. So it's like it's important to use what's popping at the time to kind of expand your fan base. I'm trying to say.
It's always I can't remember who said it, but marketing. I think it was Dills that said it actually. Like, you've always got to like correctly be marketing the way that you're doing stuff, man.
And that's what it is. You can have the hardest bars in it, but if you're not marketing it properly, no one's gonna see it.
Man from my era, because we weren't spitting to be famous. Spitting,
as a hobby,
man,
innit?
I've got a different approach.
So
a lot of man that I speak to, they just want to do the music in it. They don't understand that the marketing, the promo,
100%.
That's what you got to be on more. You get what I mean? That matters more than the actual music.
I agree with that still. Cause obviously, with your generation, I feel like a lot of man that do music from your generation, you're kind of like purists, innit? You came into this thing, exactly. You came into this thing like as an escape from your actual life. You get me? Whereas now you're seeing man my age that rapping and doing it just because they can see it's possible to make money out of it.
And be a star.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Bro, do you think that's been like the best thing for music though? Because like at the end of the day, like it gets more people involved in music and stuff like that. But like as you two both just said, back in the day it was because it was escape from reality. Like that was your ways of expressing yourselves. But do you think nowadays like people are sitting there going, oh, I want to do this because you can see all this money and the cars that everyone's buying and stuff like that? Do you think does it like sometimes like not downgrade you, what do you call it? Degrade you a bit because you're like, yo, I've been doing this because I know how like pure
loads
it
of
is.
people say that to me, but I said like with someone like me, I just look at people say now I have what I say, get 10 mil or whatever, and I ain't getting 10 mil views. I just look at the man that is and say, what's he doing? How's he marketing himself? Look at the strategy behind it. So in terms of me, I've never been asked about views.
I noticed that about you still. You've never been
because like even my Hood Hottest, bro, I don't think that's my best tune. Nowhere near. I think I've got way better tunes, but that's the one that caught on, innit? That's what you see views. That's just about if you brought attention to that tune. It's not about if the tune was the best one.
100%.
So what do you think you've done with that Hood Hottest that made it pop the way it did?
Well,
can we just say that Hood Hottest is just hit a mill on it?
I just seen that man were doing the Hood Hottest. Hood Hottest were popping.
Facts.
Number one. Number two, the type of beat it was, it's like that Shoreline Mafia. That's what everyone was fucking with at the time. And you see when I done it, this is no cap, Alex from Officially Urban, I hit him up and said, I just made a track, yeah, I'm gonna get 1 million views. That's what I said to him. My man laughed, yeah.
Man spoken to
he
his
laughed,
listeners.
yeah, I swear down, but he didn't laugh like being cheeky. He just laughed because he knows I'm not asked about views. So then after that, I sent him the track and he hit me up. He's like, yeah, it's cold, whatever. I put it out and it was on. I looked before and I seen it done 60
I remember when that came out.
And I was like, yeah, man.
I remember when that came out still. That shut down the streets.
I knew before anything, bro, that was going to do.
Yeah, that was like the anthem of Manny for that song when it came out. I remember that.
Know why, yeah? Because you see the most important thing on the tune. It's your first bar, innit? You see, because I say, more side stand up.
Yeah,
exactly.
Everyone felt me. I'm not from Mossad, but I still felt like I was from Mossad, you know what I'm trying to say. And even the hook on it was very catchy as well, the real number one. Get me? That's the bit that everyone's singing along to, you get me? And it's like, even if man are not relating to the life you're living, man, you're still saying things in there that everyone can relate to, you get what I'm trying to say?
So imagine now, I done the TikTok at the time.
Exactly.
I done the real number one.
Yeah, take care of your mum, man.
Get me?
I bet that was that, bro. I'd say that would have gone viral, that. But that's what I mean, man. Like, even like as you said, as soon as like someone listens to that first bar, if they don't like it, they're gonna go bang, done,
first
straight out, first impression. That's with everything, man. But it's sick. But anyway, right, that has to be one of the longest intros we've done so far anyway. But no, man, I wanted to go back to like 2019, man, because this was when like a lot of tracks between the August and December were dropping off you, man. And from all your views and stuff as well, like this is when people proper started like getting onto your stuff and people were watching it. Bro, 2019. Oh, bro, the one thing I've not actually wrote down
is the track. I can't even remember what
was that when you done Money Motivated or was that more recently?
Nah, Money Motivated is more recent.
Yeah, that's more recent.
2020,
yeah. But like,
I can't even remember that.
Oh, bro, this makes me look really bad now, doesn't it?
It's not even that deep.
But nah, man, it was like you had like an instinct, bro, that people were gonna be like coming in and they're gonna be watching stuff because it's like you knew Rona was gonna be hitting, man, because all the tracks that released from the August to the January of 2020 were all the tracks that now are all sitting quite high, man. And every day that I've been watching the numbers, them numbers are still going up on them tracks, man.
It's because you make timeless music, and the kind of music you make is like, it's not fast. You know, like a lot of rappers make fast food music.
You see this tape that just dropped now? Them tracks are from 7 months ago.
That's what I'm saying. Like you can drop them even if you drop them in 5 years, they'll still be relevant as well. You get me?
Time ago, bro. Obviously, I had a whole next tape.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But because of Corona, I scrapped it. I was gonna do bag work too. I scrapped that. Let's do Robert Dinero.
Nah, I get you. Nah, Robert Dinero, I was listening to it the day it came out. It was solid still. Even the intro throwback.
Do you want to tell you what it was? Yeah, it was the fact that the day that dropped, and I seen everyone put it all over the stories, and my man turned around. He's like, "Yo, reach out to him. Let's get him on as soon as it dropped, man." Because like we were listening to it, and even like, because really, I'm not like down with all like the real rap in it. Like sometimes I like switching all my different music up, but like, bro, as I was literally listening to it, I was listening to every single track in my car, and I was just sitting there. I was like, yo, every single track, bro, you do just like, you either vibe to or you're listening hard to the lyrics,
tracks I wanted to get into though, because like even it was Emily, what's the name of the girl they made the song? That was a deep one still. I don't think I've heard you do like the story. You might have done it, but exactly, you've never done a storytelling thing like that.
Do you know what's crazy?
What was the inspiration behind that track then?
I done that track, and about 3 days later I started seeing all the shit online where they say 97% of women.
Oh yeah. So you done it before?
When I heard that, I thought, right, this is the perfect time.
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, a lot of people know people that have been in them situations.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's like 5 different people's stories.
Oh, okay, yeah, 100%. I feel like a lot of people. Yeah, okay, I get you. When I listen to it, like it reminded me of people that I know that have been through that as well. So
I think it was mad, man, because when all that started coming out and stuff, I think the whole male like society was getting pinned for this kind of thing, man. And man. Even I'm gonna go with, obviously you agree with this, it's gonna be like you're watching this and it's like, yo, wait, no, men aren't like that. That's
not all men,
it's not.
It's not all men, but at the same time, you can't be mad when they say it's all men.
Trust me, no, you can't.
But it's like the majority. 100%. I wouldn't say the majority, but it's like
it's happening often.
Exactly.
So they're obviously they're not just saying something for no reason.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think we'll never understand it from a female point of view, obviously, because we're not female ourselves. But it's like knowing for a fact that when you go out, you're getting harassed and stuff like this, and it's like, bro, I never think of that. It's like,
I don't care.
Because I'm not like that. Like
exactly.
You know
I
what
said
I
to my
mean?
missus and my sister, that like, if I ran the country, my thing would be that every young female, from 3-4 years old, you learn jiu-jitsu,
form of defending yourself.
Yeah, kickboxing, Thai boxing, something to where you feel confident. And even just having that confidence in your actual body as well.
Yeah, and be able to wear what you want.
You're less body conscious.
Yeah. 100%. I even seen something on Twitter, people saying, "Oh, women just carry guns and that."
Yeah, I think it will help them mentally.
I get what you mean.
But this is what I mean, man. Like, even with like social media nowadays, like sometimes I sit there and it's like, bro, I think even my sister sometimes, my sister's stick thin, bro, and she sits there and she's like, oh, I'm getting fat and all this, like, bro, the way women think compared to men, it baffles me, bro, because they're sitting there and obviously you see social media and that, and they're like, oh, I don't have like a big batty, I don't have the biggest breasts and stuff like that, man. I'm sitting there thinking, like, my sister at one point was like, I want lip fillers and that. I was like, why change your body?
It's too much,
why, man? Like,
and it's like, even to go back to what you were saying, I remember someone done a poll on Twitter and it was like, oh yeah, if there was no men in the world for a day, what would you women do for a day? And they were just saying normal things like go for a jog and wear what I want, and it's like, it shows like how the fair factor is so much. Again, I'm trying to say, like, they can't even do normal things that we take for granted.
A lot of girls that said they don't go to gym because of the same thing.
Exactly.
They feel that pressure and whatever.
It's mad. Like, I know multiple people, that refuse, like, they feel their self-confidence is so low about their body and stuff. And like, then obviously when you speak to me, like, oh, why don't you start doing this? Like, not saying as in like, oh, just go to the gym. Like, I'm not saying that, like, oh, well, why don't you try doing this or try doing that? Oh, because I'm afraid people are gonna judge me, man. And that's so sad. But like, obviously it happens with males as well.
100%. Yeah, because we've all got women we care about. Like you said, you got a missus, sister, and obviously when we grow up, we might end up growing up to have daughters as well. So like, for you, if you ever end up having a daughter, like, is there anything specific going to teach her to make sure she don't kind of end up being like over conscious of her body and them kind of things?
Exactly what I just said. I'm just going to get her into sports and
things.
100%.
I think that's the best
she
thing.
does some kind of athletics and stuff like that. And like, whatever. My thing is, when I have kids, I'm just going to push them into whatever they want to do. If it's
freedom in it.
Yeah, if it's gaming. If it's podcasting, whatever it is, I'm just going to push them in and try and put whatever finances into it.
I think that's such a good thing as well, man. I feel like all of our parents try to do that as well. And like, they always want us to do what we want to do. But obviously you do end up getting them parents, it's like, oh, now you're going to be a doctor. You're going to go and do this, like predicting your future.
You see mine, mine's always been supportive, but because music weren't popular when I was first doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Parents weren't seeing oh yeah, I can make this and I can do that and I could take you out of the wood. So they're just looking at it as you're on the internet chatting madness.
For free, for no reason.
So you get what I mean? So my parents were like, oh, buzzing about it per se. But now they fully love it, you know what I mean?
See, that's the thing, man, and I think eventually, like, I don't know if you're going to be the same, but like, obviously when we started doing this back in September, even my mum was like, oh, well, why do you want to do it? Like, obviously, ask me a question. I think I've seen before in your story, where you're going, oh, I told mum I'm going to shoot some content, and then she's like, oh, go and revise or something like that.
She hasn't got a clue what content is.
You've got to see the vision.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And you've got to put in the work to make it.
Exactly. That's exactly the thing. Like, even when I first started, obviously I got Nigerian parents in it, so obviously everyone knows what African parents are. You get me? Exactly. But obviously my mum's thing was like, just make sure you're not relapsing your education as well. Like, you get me? Make sure you at least have a backup option in case it don't work. You know what I'm trying to say? And it's like, I know this is gonna take off one day, innit? But it's like making her see the vision and just making her have that confidence that it's gonna take off.
Just gotta have faith in it.
You just gotta do the work, man.
Exactly.
I think it's mad, bro, because like, even like my parents, bro, like, even they're sitting there, it's like, have your backup plan. Always have a backup plan, which I think you've always got to have anyway. But like, even when my parents started seeing like, obviously the videos going out, I was like, oh, mum, watch this, and she was like, all right, why are you swearing though? And then I'm sat there, bro, and I'm like, okay, apologise, mum.
I can't watch my content with my mum, innit, because she's going to think, what's even going on? But when she's seen like man getting certain opportunities, meeting certain people, then now she's starting to understand that it's bigger, you get me?
Me saying, oh, I'm watching your video with your godmom. Why? You get what I mean? But obviously this tape here,
I
send a couple tracks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like this tape as well, because of the time that we had.
Yeah.
It's just more just more of my life, innit?
Yeah. More reflective.
Like the trap's one thing and talking about that. Like not glamorizing
yeah,
it,
but
but
just
you know what I mean?
expressing what you've been through,
the good side of it.
That's
one thing, but then you have to just
you have to reflect in it and say the realness as well, you get me?
Especially at this time.
And that's one thing my notes about your lyrical content is very substantial, you get me? You say a lot when you're rapping, and you've never been one of them rappers to just rhyme for the sake of rhyming, you get me? Like every bar means something, you get me? And that's one thing I know when I listen to, was it Throwback in Manny, the intro for the tape? You understand? So like, what would you say inspired, what was the inspiration behind that track? Specific, or the tape in general, you get me?
Bro, everything's just real. Like, everything that I've said in the whole of the tracks is just real, innit? You know what I mean? Like I said, Emily, that's a character, and it's a number of stories. Same with Rick's story.
I remember that tune.
Every single thing is like real life,
and it was cohesive as well.
It's not just made up in it. It's stuff that I've seen. It's stuff that I've been through.
I think
that's what it is.
I think that always produces the best music as well, like as well, man. Like as much as like I'm not into like real rap yet, but like when you hear something, you're like, you know,
Pain makes the best music, innit?
Like you know for a fact that it's such a real
authenticity
song,
in it,
and it's such a real track that you're sitting there and you're like, wow, you can feel what he's saying or she's saying, bro. And I think that's always going to be the best music, man. But I wanted to touch on like the hood, man, because obviously, as you said, like you've kept some tracks now on Robert Dinero, which you can say, yeah, mummy, I listen to this one and stuff. But what was it like growing up for you, man? Like I wanna get back into
what area you from as well, just for the people that don't know.
Well, I've not got one of them typical stories of like, I had it so hard. And
I get you.
Like, my thing was kind of a choice, and like, to go down the road I went down. I had mum and dad about. Like, my mum and dad had literally just broke up through Corona.
I get.
So I've had them present my whole life, and I'm alright, innit? Not been like the best financially. Or
100%.
I'm still getting hand-me-downs.
We can all relate to that.
Like I'm saying, I didn't have it too hard.
Okay,
I just went down the road.
Man, have to spot you. That's realness, isn't it? Cause a lot of man that go down that route, they love saying like, oh yeah, this life chose me and choose life. But like, let's be honest, 80% of man I know that have gone down route, they went down the route because they chose it. Get me?
You see why I say it's choices as well? Because the bare my friends that had it way harder than me.
Exactly.
They didn't go down the road I went down.
Simple.
I think it's mad, man. I think a lot, like nowadays as well, a lot of people get like, especially youngers, they get hooked on this trap life, innit? And they see it there, man. Like I seen someone on Instagram the other day, and it was on someone's mum's birthday, and she, you know them like in the cake where you're pulling out all the £10 notes. Literally, bro, they put as the caption, I trap so I can do this for my mum, innit? And I was just sat there, I was like, okay, so I went on like their Instagram page, bro. My man's living in like some 5-bedroom gaff. He's living fine and that stuff like that. So I was like, why are you trapping and doing all this, saying that you've grew up all like this? Like, obviously, I don't know 100% if it's like, or you might just into it. Like,
so you said you chose in it. Like, what made you choose that lifestyle then? Like, what was it at the time that kind of...
Just being, see what it is, a community raises a child, not
facts,
just the parents,
facts.
And your environment can help shape what
everything around you, innit?
Everyone that I'm around, I won't blame no one. I'm a person that I knew everything I was doing.
Yeah, facts.
I weren't like some donkey, just doing what my friends are doing. I knew it, and half of the time some people might have followed me kind of thing.
I get you.
So it's one of them, but...
No,
I just went down the path and went down. I can't say a specific reason. You know how it goes. You want certain things. You want holidays.
No, that's fact still. I feel like most men that go down that route, there's not a specific reason you can pinpoint, but it's always like bare different factors that kind of contribute. You get me? Because like realistically, no one from our walk of life is being fed with a silver spoon. You get me? So you want what you see on the TV in it. So it's like, and that's the quickest way to get it.
But that's a facade though, bro. That's what it kind of does my head in. At the same time, it's part of the game, innit? So you gotta learn how to play it.
It's mad though, man, because like, as you said, like you'll happily sit there and say like, yeah, obviously I knew what I was doing, I chose that, like, and like obviously you're being very honest about it, but like when even like people I know in it, like I've sat there and I've said, look, I said at the end of the day, bro, you're doing it because for the wrong reasons, innit? Exactly. You're doing it for the wrong reasons, and I've sat there multiple times and said, do not like, bro, you see people that are on like social media flashing about. Where are the people that aren't flashing about? They're either, bro, they're in Penn, innit? And I sit there and I've said to multiple people, I said, do not expect me to come and visit you in Penn, because I'll sit there and tell like, bro, even if it is like my boys or like someone that I know, I will sit there and say straight, innit? Like, man, switch up. It's not for you. Like, this is not what you have to do to get this money, but they feel like they have to, if you know what I mean. And I think it's mad, man.
I think it's a lot of people just do it strictly for clout as well.
Yeah. Honestly, people just do it for validation as well from other people. You get me? And it's like, I feel a lot of people know, like you said, you knew what you were doing, you knew it wasn't the right way, but it's like, it's still one of them when people just do.
Now, do you know what it is more as well, like, as well as knowing that went the right way, I also looked at everyone around me that was trying to do it the right way. And that way seemed to be the right way. You know what I'm trying to say? Exactly. So when you're looking at it from that angle, you're like, why am I going to go down the same road?
Exactly, just a 9 to 5 work, pay tax and then die. Like, that's boring, isn't it?
In the end, everyone that does the trap and whatever, you have to go down to that. You have to go back to that anyway. If you want to get anything, if you want houses, if you want businesses, or actually just running.
You can't beat the system in the day. You can't beat the system, and it's one of them.
My advice would be, if you was young, just get on it from young.
Exactly.
Learn about like credit and stuff like
that.
I've always said this since, like, even when I was in school. You should be like in schools here. You should be teaching people like what it's going to be like for adult life. As you said, credit, housing development, stuff like that. Like, everything should be taught in schools.
But the system's corrupt, though, innit? It's like it's like they train you to work for someone else. To get me, they don't want us to grow up with that. With a boss. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's true.
I would want everyone to be. That makes everyone equal, innit?
Exactly, and they don't want that.
It's not happening.
Yeah, that's fact.
So them 9 to 5s, bro, they're dead. Me and Tom work a simple 9 to 5. Look at Tom.
Obviously, big up everyone that works 9 to 5.
Check it out though, if you didn't work a 9 to 5, there'd be no boss.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you didn't work at Tesco,
you'd have. If I didn't work at Tesco, none of you'd be having roast on your dinners, You'd be having nothing. You know what I'm saying? Big up me and stuff. Come on.
Everyone can't be the boss. But if you've got a certain mentality, you've got a certain drive, you've got a certain kind of hustle, then.
100%.
It's what it is, man. And I think a lot of the time you've got to take them risks, innit? Like, some people obviously take them risks and it pays off massively. But like, as you said, man, everyone in life always, like, when you're born, bro, there's a certain distance you're gonna go already, and that's already
so
set.
How was it for you then when you was making that transition from like the illegal route to legal route?
1 foot in, 1 foot out, innit? Nines, innit?
Yeah. Big up
but
nine.
what I say, is I lost my license,
Yeah.
and I just focused on my health. Literally, I just thought, let me get back in the gym.
I noticed that you do a lot of boxing, innit?
Just focus more on my health and that, bro, because really and truly, when you're just out and about every day, you're abusing your body, you're eating bad junk, you're not sleeping, you're stressed all the time. You get what I mean? So I just focused on myself. So in a way, it's kind of been easy. Transition.
Oh, okay, I get you.
It's funny you said that, man, because like, with this month, I've even said in it, like, I have the odd Red Bull, when I'm feeling like tired and that. But like, I've wanted to start drinking more water, innit? And even over the past couple of days, it's like your body like goes through that transition, innit, where it's like, they're not used to whatever it is. But like, even today, man, like, I barely had any sleep but I feel like lively as hell. Nice. But obviously, I had a Red Bull before, innit? But that I don't think that has anything to play with it anyway. But nah, it's good, man. But I wanted to also touch on like mixtapes, man, because obviously from what I can find, you've got 3 mixtapes out. You got your Robert Dinero one. So obviously, congratulations on that for recently coming out. Congratulations, people! If you haven't watched that already, go and check that out. It is sick. Robert Dinero on YouTube. It's all on there. And then obviously you've got Bag Work as well. And then you've also got Nothing Long back in January 2017 as well.
I think I've got about 8 mixtapes.
Yeah, you got a couple still. Not all of them are on the platform.
But you see, back in the day, when I first come in, it weren't really the network popping. It weren't a thing of Spotify or nothing like that. So actual hard copies, they were still a thing. So I just used to print all copies.
Get them out.
They was flying in the
hood. That's old school still.
As my merchandise and all that. And that's how I was doing it. Running that straight hand to hand. And I weren't really asked about the internet. All I was bothered about is putting a video on YouTube to
make people
bring
like
traffic
a
back to that. My whole thing's been about business. That's why I said I've not really ever been asked about views or being the biggest thing or whatever. Like, you see how Nipsey done it? It's kind of just the business, man.
I think that's the best mentality to have, though, like, towards it, man. Like, as you keep saying, like, you don't care about the views, man, and like that, it's such a hard thing nowadays, especially with our generation as well, isn't it? It's like, you see
numbers
people,
driven, innit? It's numbers driven. You get me? Everything's social media.
That's why I'm not
YouTube,
gonna lie.
everything.
I care about the hood titties hitting the views.
Yeah.
Because literally, to other people it means something.
Yeah.
To me, it's just like, all right, cool. You know that you can do it again.
100%.
Facts.
You try and carry that on as well, don't you, man?
Nah, come on, man. That's facts.
But I think it's good, man, as well, and especially because, like, obviously throughout life, everyone always goes like, oh, I'm trying to be like this, trying to be like that. But I like the fact that you've just got like your own path, man. Like I think that's such a sick like mentality to have. And like even now I try to have it, and I know you try to have it as well. It's like, oh, you try not to care about the views, but then like you start watching it and you're like, why is mine not like this?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Check it every 20 minutes.
Exactly. Because when you put in this much work, you want to see some sort of like, okay, so it's worth it. You get me? And that's kind of the best way to see it. But at the same time, it's like if you got a passion for it, the views they'll add to it in it. But it's like
the best way to feel it is just when you're out and you see people's reactions.
Facts.
Because I'm not even joking. I've been with other people that were getting way more views than me at the time, or whatever, and people are running up to me and not them. You get what I mean? Views don't always dictate everything. Don't dictate how much you like. Anyway, just means you've been watched.
Exactly. Because realistically,
could be for hate.
Exactly, that's true. Because 1 million views, that might not even be 1 million different people. That could be like 250,000 people that watch it 4 times. You get me? So it's like it all.
Quick maths with Billy on that one.
I'm sharp. Man can catch me up, fam.
But man, obviously, and like even with, as you saying, like you've gone back all this time and you've been with people that have obviously getting maybe more views, but they've run up to you instead. Like you've still made them relationships with that people as well, which I think is also helping like development as well. Like I wanted to touch on that, obviously the Aitch thing, and then you did the link up with like Samurai as well. Like these are like big people and stuff like that, man. Do you think that's helped you like develop through your career, like your criticism, your confidence in yourself as well, man? Because like over time, you might even be older than them, you've been doing it longer than them, but then at the same time, like say like for Aitch example, you've linked up my man so many times. But he's like there, and like, are you thinking why?
Check them.
Nah, you're definitely proud of Aitch. Definitely proud of Aitch.
All of them, bro. Check, I had a convo with Riggs years ago. You know who Riggs is? Yeah,
I've heard of him before.
He's older. But he was popping years ago.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I had a convo with him time ago, and I said, you know what, bro? I said, we're probably going to have to put in bare work here.
Yeah, just for other people
to
come in.
Make the scene get a little...
Exactly, so
whatever,
other people can come in.
And the other man are probably going to pop off, explode, and we'll probably just...
Still be...
If you're still working, you might filter through to you, and you get a little shine.
Yeah.
But anyone else, they're going to miss out, because it's going to be a long process, you get me?
Facts.
Now, only a couple months stayed the long course, and stayed doing it, innit? That's what's basically happened, bro. So I always expected this to happen anyway.
100%.
I've seen it happen in London.
No, that's interesting still, because even when you look at like, we were speaking about Stones and Wiley before, innit? Like people like Wiley and Dizzy and them, and even though they had their own little shine, they had to put in the groundwork for us, like a Stormzy or AJ Trace to come out of nowhere and like pop out of nowhere, you understand what I'm saying? So
you know what's mad as well? I met Aitch and Samurai here.
Did you?
Pirate,
big up, Pirate.
Making history in that.
Check Alex, innit? Officially Urban.
Yeah.
He used to hit me up all the time. He's like, Samurai Aitch, But bro, I was just heavy in the roads, and I weren't listening to anything. I was just like, I kept telling him I'm gonna listen later and that, and then I never listened, innit? Actually listened, and then he said to me one day, "Oh, they're here." So I said, "Oh, I'll fly there now."
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
And that same day we ended up doing an interview and whatever.
Oh yeah.
Little freestyle and everything. That was the first day I ever met him. 2 days later, I said, "Yo, let's go studio." Wavy with it.
Okay, big banger. That's a banger still.
So and then
you done the crib session together as well.
Yeah, crib session.
That's a classic still.
Come through. So we just built the link. And if you look at the actual comments, on the first time we linked up, people they weren't even feeling it. Because it was the first time like South and North.
Exactly.
Trying to bridge the gap even there
100%.
Realizing.
No, 100%, man. That's important stuff. I feel like unity is definitely something that everyone needs it for, like, to elevate to a next level. Again, I'm trying to say. So it's like to hear that story about how you like linked up together. And I remember watching the crib session. I can't remember what year was it, like 17 or something.
17.
Yeah. So I would have been like 15 or something when I came out. I remember watching it, and it's like, right, this is proper sick, get me, Carl. It's like a Manchester All-Stars all together in one session, you understand what I'm trying to say? Obviously, since then, it's like, I'm not gonna lie. When I was watching it, I never thought Aitch would be the guy out there to do what he's doing now. You understand? Even though he was sick, but it's like it was a mad thing to see how he kind of come out of his shell and just explode. You get me?
Yeah. He just found himself.
Yeah, exactly.
And once he found himself, his confidence was. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
He's got that little cheeky charisma.
Exactly.
I was about to say, you see him on socials all the time, bro.
100%. 100%. But it's like, I like... Say that again, sorry.
I feel like a lot of people were kind of blocked because the focus was on Samurai at that time.
He was the guy though. Samurai was the star in it. He was the guy. Let's not lie. Everyone kind of thought he was gonna be the guy in it. He was the guy, but obviously Aitch just kind of a few things happened. You know, obviously it is what it is though. Like things like that happen. You get me?
It's Samurai because his team was drilling it. I think there would have been a stage where it kind of got to where he had a limit.
A ceiling.
Where Aitch is
mad different to everyone else. You get me? Brought something new to the table. A bit more commercial. You get me?
I think the thing is as well, like as you're saying, like especially with like you and Samurai, because you've been doing that, and obviously Aitch was there, but like obviously it was soon to come for him anyway. But even as you're saying, you didn't expect it. I still think I can probably guarantee it, bro. Aitch, if he was watching, I guarantee he'd still sit there and say like, being around you, Samurai, probably still helped him build that confidence.
100%. I think because you lot was respected in it, and that's kind of where he kind of grew into himself. Get me? Because he was around the top guys already. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like one thing that I noticed as well is like a lot of the time, like when we see like OGs like work with a younger and the younger ends up doing better than them, it's like we see the OG kind of turn a bit sour. Whereas with you, it's like I like how you've kind of taken the big bro role and you kind of just 100%. Like always support everything he does.
It's not even a big bro thing. That's just bro.
Yeah.
You gotta respect that, man.
I don't do all like that.
Trying to look down on it.
Nah, bro, he's doing his thing.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly, man. Exactly, 100%. Yeah, 100. A lot for money as well, man. So big.
100% like that. Because to be fair, this was gonna be after the rapid fire question. Because I wanted to get your opinion like on Aitch as well, innit? Because everyone's got a different opinion. We asked Comfy as well, when we were talking to Comfy about it and stuff. But like, even still, like everyone's still in like the music scene is still saying like he's doing his own thing, and then it's people from like outside that are sitting there. Like originally, bro, at the beginning, I was like, yo, well, you came from Manchester, you blew up, and then like you fucked off, innit?
No, but you didn't know. That's the thing. You didn't know because at the same time, it's like he still collab with people like you.
Exactly, man. But like as I've
busy, bro.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. And it's like he's always paid homage to where he's from. He's never forgot where he's from. That's why I was respected him. You get me? Exactly. He mentioned. I remember. I watched it. And he did. Man didn't even stutter, bro. He named
one person from Money, that's done that.
He didn't even. Bro, man named Bear Man. That's on 1 million views as well.
Half of them money don't like chill with like.
Exactly. He might not even know them personally, but he still rates them. You get me? You can tell that he's proper proud of where it comes from. That's one thing I've always respected about it. So like, what I wanted to ask you, like, why do you think it's so important to always kind of make sure that you go back to where you're from, and also like important to pay homage to where you come from?
Important reason for me.
Yeah.
Because one day you're actually gonna need to go back. 100%, bro.
That's facts.
If you just leave it, no
and
one's
just
gonna
leave it
feel
behind
you no more.
Exactly.
And plus, to be honest as well, if you're all in a situation and you see how people are living and whatever, and you can go, you can't take everyone with you. This is one of the things. This is the next thing, innit? That
we need to touch on this still.
With Aitch, innit? What he's doing. He's got a boy that with him, and he's just rolling with him. I think he might be his day-to-day manager or something.
Yeah.
And he's also got other artists working with him.
Like Taze and that.
Yeah. So the way that he's patterning and he's bringing someone along with him, eventually that other guy will be able to bring another person with him, innit? And that's the way it works, because you can't just say, I'm going to take everyone.
Exactly, you can't do that.
Yeah, it's impossible, innit? But you do it one stage at a time, and if people are doing that, eventually it will...
Exactly, and realistically, it's like, even with bringing people in, it's like, you can only bring someone in if they've got something going on for themselves as well. You can't expect them just to bring some random guy from
You can only bring someone to the table,
if they bring something.
If they ain't bringing nothing to the table, they're just taking off your table.
Exactly, you're just taking the extra seat.
If I bring the pizza and you bring the noodles, now we're sharing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's facts.
But nah, that's the thing, man. Like as you mentioned, Taze, man. Like Taze been here a couple of times over the past couple of months as well. Like he's doing his own thing, but like even Aitch is still helping him, like being in like the music videos and stuff, especially, man. Which I think as I was saying before, like at the beginning, before I even like properly started listening to music or getting involved in like the music scene, it was oh well, he just got famous and then did one in it, or like he doesn't care. But like as I've developed over time and looking at everything, it's like actually in all the interviews and shit, man, he is still repping in it.
Yeah, 100%. Obviously, not to make it too much about him in it, because you're interviewing him, but at the same time, like last thing I'm gonna say about him, you can tell that he's a purist in it, even though he's not from that generation. You can tell he loved this scene a lot. But even what he done with the A1 and J1 youths, that latest trend remix, he didn't owe them anything. You get me? But he still done that. You understand what I'm saying?
My thing is just like basically, you see that once you get signed or you blow and you're at a certain level, you're not gonna do too much moves that don't make sense for you.
Exactly. You have to benefit as well.
You got the right. I get what you're saying.
You're not just gonna do this and that and everything, but basically, he put Tundi on tour.
Yeah.
Who else went on? Tyrese was on tour.
Big up to he just dropped
a
mixtape.
I'm trying to say Tyrese was on his album.
Yeah.
So like you said, he was on my EP. So I feel like you're doing enough, innit?
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And when I look at the bigger picture, because there's loads of money artists that are popping now.
Yeah. Loads, mate.
You don't really see none of the rest doing that as well. So
yeah.
You get what I mean? And they're not obligated to do it, but you get what I mean? He does 100%. Do it. So
what do you think about the money scene in general?
That's what I was
like you said, you're some of this. You've seen the scene could just
blowing up. It's blowing up at the minute.
I know what I think. Yeah, I looked at when I realised my hood artist is gonna hit $1 million. I thought, right, how many people in Money have done $1 million? So I looked it up. I'm checking.
Yeah, I seen on your Twitter. Was it your Twitter you posted it on?
50. I'm the 50th person.
Yeah.
So do you know how popular Money is? And that's like, when I'm saying 50th person, that's on solo tracks. So that's just me on my own. That's Aitch on his own or whatever. Yeah. But then there's other man that have done it with collabs as well. So there's like 20 people from Money that have done 1 million views, bro. And it's no one even realises.
Exactly.
Because it's not really documented.
Exactly. When man talk about Money, we just see Bugsy and Aitch and that, and maybe Meeks and that.
Money's actually popular, and eventually when like there's a big platform that's covering more videos and stuff like that, I think it will bridge it all together.
No, 100%.
Imagine all them, not every video, because people have got their own channels, but imagine all 15 artists that have done $1 million, done a freestyle for one platform. And then 5 other kids came off the back of it. They're gonna filter through, the views are gonna filter through to them. They're gonna get a little hype. And it's just gonna keep.
And it builds that hype. You get me? And it's like when you build your own hype, you don't need to reach out to anyone else to give you any extra clout. You get what I'm trying to say. So.
And when it's documented, that's the only way people can see it. Nowadays, if people don't see it on the camera, it weren't real.
That's right.
So like, cause in London they've had Link Up, they've had
Risky Roads, Channel
Man can see things that were happening in 2015. Exactly. Now and then they're like, oh yeah, I remember that.
And the pretend it was there.
It's just come and gone.
Man, have to document the thing, and that's definitely something that's important as well. Cause even what you were saying before about the generational gap, I think that's a key thing as well. Cause realistically, for our generation, there's no way of us seeing like what the grind man was doing in 03 and that, cause it was all like on radio and them kind of things. So I think that kind of links to why there's a big gap between different generations. You understand? So
especially in the music scene.
If I'm not mistaken, I know Fiasco has. Fiasco is not really dropping music now. And Bugsy. But I don't think there's no other man our age group that's got 1 million views or that's still even proper relevant now. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that just shows you like there's a big gap. There's a big gap. Because I feel like I've been cool with a lot of the youngsters that come through. That's probably helped me. The same way I said with Stormzy and Wiley. That's probably helped me as well.
100%, man, 100%.
Right, I think we should get on some rapid fire questions. I think that's what we should be doing. So we started this last week for the new season. Basically, me and Billy are going to be asking you
bro, I didn't even know about this.
He didn't even know about this until we came because it's off the top of our heads. And then obviously we're going to be testing you as well. If we end up stopping, I will stop the stopwatch. That's what we will do. But we're going to see how many questions you can answer within 1 minute. Anything. So it's anything you want to ask, anything. It can be like...
Oh, so I've got to ask
anything. Yeah. So it's just random questions. How many you can ask? So last week, TM got 20 within a minute. In a minute. Okay, so it's just how many questions you can answer in a minute, yeah?
Right, you should have told me to think of some questions.
I said it before. Right, tell me, you ready?
You go first, though.
I'm going first?
Yeah, of course.
Are you ready? Are you sure?
think so.
Right, 3, 2, 1. Favourite type of crisp?
So I'm gonna go.
Pie Radio, P110.
Pie Radio.
Oh, big up. I'll stop that. Right, big up.
P110, you my guys though, come on.
Right, breast or batty?
Bye. Therefore.
Chocolate or crisps?
Crisp.
Favorite type of chocolate?
Dairy milk.
Favorite type of crisps?
So I'm gonna go.
Favorite type of sandwich?
Wilshire ham.
Bugsy or Aitch?
Aitch, come on.
Rate Boris Johnson's trim. That was Dan's question from last week. Rate his trim.
I don't rate nothing about him.
Alright then, Aitch or Samurai?
Both my guys.
I'm trying to catch him out. I'm trying to catch him out.
Right. I'm back. Okay, yeah, right. 3, 2, 1. Favorite mixtape you've made?
Nothing long.
While you're dizzy.
Yeah, dizzy.
Do you drive?
Band.
Gigs or Margs?
Gigs.
I can't think of a question. Wait, I paused it. I can't think of a question.
This guy's like, no, but you're quick. You're doing how many answers so far?
We don't know. We end up counting when we go back through it.
Alright, let's go.
Right, so we've got 8 seconds
I've got a few more.
Right, I'm gonna leave the 8 seconds up to you then, innit?
Alright then.
Ready? Go.
Apple or Android?
Android.
Fizzy drinks or juice?
Juice.
Winter or summer?
Summer.
Tracksuit.
There we go. Right, so obviously you're not gonna know right now. Tom, I don't know if you were counting or not.
Wait, how much did TM get? 20?
TM got 20.
I'm
so the thing is, so at the end of this season, I'm keeping a scoreboard of who's gonna be the highest.
How can I forget
the winner,
to ask?
Whoever's at the top gets 3
I've
hours.
got to ask United or City.
United, bro.
Okay then. That is a handshake having a squad. Come on.
United, bro.
So at the end of this, whoever's at the top of the leaderboard gets 3 hours paid in the studio by me. So then obviously by me, because you're not gonna put any money in, are you?
Of course. Exactly. That's why I said by you to make sure, just to make sure it was by you, and just to make sure.
Yeah, boy.
But nah, man.
That's how you get rich, bro.
Exactly. Come on,
bro. I swear to God, it's all the time. But nah, I think it's just something good, man. Like at least then obviously the guests get something back from us again by the end of the season, man. So like, bro, you might be doing something else. You'll be like, yo, well, tell me the studio you're going to.
Nice.
Anyway,
what's the next topic you got for
next topic, I was going to talk about channels that you've been on. Because obviously you've been on quite a lot of channels, man. You've been on JDZ, P110. Yeah. So any channels if you're watching, because Black Box commented on TM's clips, so obviously, so some channels are watching. So big up.
What's wrong with you?
But nah.
Black Box is my people.
Yeah, big up Black Box, man. Big up Black Box.
Big up Black Box.
Yeah,
he has.
Oh, I didn't even know that, you know.
I took Bear Man, this is what I mean. I took Bear Man to do Black Boxes, bro.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Nah, Sunrise Black Box is a classic though. That's a classic. I remember that. Exactly. Even the recent one I noticed was the one on GRM Daily, Money Motivated. That's one of my favourite because Troms is one of my favourite in Manny as well. I love Troms till they get you. So
he did the challenge afterwards as well, though.
Exactly, Money Motivated challenge. So talk to us about that track and your relationship with Troms as well.
Just got mutual people in it, all from more or less the same zones.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? So just know each other, each other.
It's good, man. But I think 100% with the Money Motivated, I ended up seeing bare people doing that challenge.
Even my own brethren done that challenge as well. Still, I remember that.
Bro, it was cold, man. Like you just hearing everyone.
It's good to see it,
man. Was that like a good like? I don't know how to explain it, like a good confidence boost for you, man, because it's like, you're seeing all these youngers or even olders, like, bro, they're still vibing with the tune, getting involved in challenges that you're setting and that, and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, I'm not even trying to sound big-headed or anything, but I've always been confident in it. I'm quiet, I'm confident. I know what I can do on the mic and whatever.
Yeah.
And like I've said, I've always been felt in it. Yeah. From when I've dropped music, I've always had
everyone feels it in it, 100%.
Like, even from a kid, talking from way back, I done Huddersfield Carnival. I was in the crew.
Oh, swear.
There's a couple of us.
Right.
We smashed the carnival. We got an encore. We had to go back on stage and do another show.
What was the name of your crew?
Zero T.
Is it? Yeah, oh, okay.
You know 2-4K, innit?
Yeah.
And a couple of them, man.
Okay, that's lit still. That's lit.
Nah, sick, man. But nah, I think.
How many views is that Money Motivated on? I swear it's on like 100K or something.
Nah,
Money Motivated is on like 300 and something.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I think it was. I think if I'm remembering correctly, it was something like 360 or something that it's on at the moment. But like, it shows, man. Like even still, like even that track, I sat there, I was like, you know, you just body your head, bro. Like So it's a sick track.
What's your favourite type of music?
Bro. Oh, I'm getting asked the question.
You like the wave thing, innit?
Yeah, I like the wavy thing, man. Yeah, because like sometimes I feel like now, like as I start doing more podcasts, so we get more guests on, and you're listening to their music. It's like you're fully listening because you say like as you do, you pick up the bars or something like that. But like I can never just listen to like drill or like real rap all the time. In it, like I was like the wavy, I just vibe with like a wavy thing on, bobbing your head a little bit, and then. By the end, you're like, all right, maybe I want this track. But obviously, you listen to the odd drill song or anything like that.
What's your favourite genre of music?
I like all music.
Is it? What was the main music you listened to when you was growing up, would you say?
I was like Eminem and all that.
Okay, yeah.
I only got into that Tupac later on in life.
Is it?
I weren't really feeling Tupac. Because I'm more Biggie, Eminem, Jay-Z.
Oh, okay, so like the American OGs,
bro. And then the UK thing, innit? Wiley's.
The grime lot as well.
Yeah, Gets.
Yeah, that's a legend still. That's a legend.
Gets is the hardest.
Yeah, trust me. What about right now then? Right now, who you spinning the most?
He's the father.
J House, innit? He's the GOAT. Nah, J House.
I rate J House.
Yeah. Wait, big conspiracy or common sense? I'm a big conspiracy.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Is it? I'm a big conspiracy man still.
I'm gonna steal what you said on the M1 podcast, because after that podcast I went and listened back to the whole album, and bro, I gotta back him up. Every song on that was just the vibe.
Like, big conspiracy, like he showed us substance in it. You get me?
You wanna know why he smashed it?
Yeah.
Because he didn't do no videos and he just took in the music
and no interviews as well.
You get what I'm trying to say? You actually listen to the music.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And with Huss, it's like even during that period, he went through like a mad kind of like spiritual kind of phase. You get what I'm trying to say? Like he was speaking about bare different things, and man was like, so how is this album? Because what he talks about normally doesn't fit with what he was tweeting about, you get me? But then the way that he just kind of fused everything, like the waviness with the substance, like a mad thing, you get me? I proper respect it. And even, I noticed that a lot about you, done was it a co-experience? You done like a freestyle about that, like he was rapping about a lot of like what people call woke kind of things, you get what I'm trying to say? So would you say you're kind of like a free thinker in that kind of case? Like you don't believe what you're told a lot of the time?
Yeah, but like, with saying that means I don't believe a lot of what, like, I don't believe a lot of conspiracy videos. I just agree. I just like think you can make common sense out of something.
Yeah, 100%.
Or common sense in common. But some things are pretty clear to see.
It's about having a deeper understanding, and it's like, because obviously in this generation everyone just too focused on social media, whatever. But if you take a little break, you just look at life for what it is. You start to understand things a bit deeper than what I'm trying to say.
That's what I've started to do recently, and I think the only reason I did it is because I remember you saying about you took like a little break from social media, didn't you? At one point.
I take regular breaks. still.
I do.
And that's
every
what I mean.
couple of days I try not post for a day.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's what I mean, man. Like even now I sit there, and I try and go on my phone as little as possible, innit? Like the only reason my phone's ever always on is because of like college work and like anything like that, in case I get messages from college and that. But like even stuff like that, man, it's like social media nowadays, you're either using it as a good marketing skill, but then at the same time you're still looking at other people wishing that you had what they had and not being thankful for the life that you've got.
You know what's sick, that's why I don't look at anyone's story, you know.
I stop I'm muted by people.
Not even the people that I like look up to or like would aspire to be like or whatever.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I swear down, like I don't watch anyone, not because I don't think anything's good.
Yeah.
It's just there's so much going on.
Yeah. Just to keep a clear mind, innit?
Instagram, it's like basically a 24-hour Big Brother.
Yeah.
Like it's reality
that is a sick
TV
way to
that
explain
you can't turn off, bro. Unless you just come out of it. You get what I'm trying to say? So I can't watch so much information. Then what am I meant to do?
Exactly.
Everything I'm gonna do, I'm feeling like I'm copying I just need.
You just do
you.
Just
have that empty space.
No, 100%. I hear you, man.
100%.
But it's harder for us because obviously in our generation we've grown up with social media. Again, it's part of our life. But with views, like that's not part of your reality. You get me? You've kind of come into social media. So like, what did you used to do like before? So what did you used to do?
Bro, do you understand that what we're just trying to make my man sound?
Is it?
You know what? You know snakes on the
Yeah.
That's our spare time, bro.
Oh, is it? Nah, snakes. That's a
Snake
classic.
quality game.
Doing beatboxing and that, and spitting and that.
Oh, is it?
Nah, that's sick.
Yeah, that's the thing. You lot was outside them times.
We have the essence.
You know what, bro?
Do you know what? Yeah, I think there's pros and cons to both sides. I feel like we had more of an essence.
Yeah.
The user got more of the opportunity.
Yeah. Facts,
the one thing I think, and I don't know if you'll agree with me on, is I feel like I was probably the last generation, especially from my family anyway. I'm just taking it from my opinion, my family. If the kids that were always out all the time.
Yeah, no, I'm part of that as well.
You know what I mean? Like we were the last ones, but now I'm looking at my little cousins. Right, they don't want to
obviously,
go out.
my little brother, because he plays football, innit, he has no choice. He has to be out regularly, innit. But if he didn't play football, he'd be on his PlayStation 24/7.
All the kids want to do.
What do they want to do? They're sitting there, and they're like that the whole time.
It's crazy.
It's mad, man. And that's what I mean. I think that's why I'm so grateful that I was the last time. It's like my nana or my mum turned around going, right, in when the lights come on. And I'm like, all right, no worries. And stuff like that. Bro, I look at my little cousins now in it.
I was outside still. I was outside.
Always outside.
I was outside, I can't lie.
Always outside. Anyway, I wanted to get on to what's been going on this week as well, man, because there was 2 guests from last season that dropped some tracks over the past week. First of all, we had AJ Wisdom.
I know about Wisdom. He won Money Motivated. So.
Yeah.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, right. I didn't even know that.
There's 3 people that won it. He was one of them.
Yeah, big up Wisdom, man.
Big up Wisdom. He was our first guest of season 1.
Rest in peace, Aiden.
100%, man. And that's what it was, man. And obviously, unfortunately, his cousin Aiden did sadly pass away towards the end of last year, and he finally dropped the track after going through a lot of circumstances of like police and stuff like that. So everyone that's watching, so basically.
When he done the music video, innit?
So he wanted to do the music video, and he wanted obviously the whole of like the Withenshaw estate, wanted to be there. Everyone was showing respect to Aiden and everything. And obviously he wanted to do the music video with everyone in that wanted to show respect to Aiden. And then someone went and reported it to the police. Police were going to his door.
Got the clips out of it.
100%. But obviously, man, everyone go and check that out. Go and show some love to Wisdom, man. Go and stream it and everything like that. And then we've also got Silo as well, who ended up posting a freestyle on his Instagram to mark the 1 year of his father sadly passing away last year. So Silo, I gave you a message the other day, brother. You're doing well. And everyone, man, go and 100% go and show some love over to both of them. 100%.
Obviously,
like you Silo was in one of the competitions as well.
Silo does a lot of freestyles, man.
Obviously, you've got a video coming soon for Letter to Muds, innit? Get me? So like, talk to us about Muds and how kind of that loss kind of affected you personally.
That knocked me off track, innit? That made me not really release music for like 2 years or so.
Is it? Yeah.
It's sad, man.
That's a map.
That was my proper boy, innit? That was next door neighbour. You know.
Yeah. So how would you kind of like deal when? Because obviously I've lost people close to me as well, and it's a weird one because like it's the shock factor that gets you in it. So like, how do you kind of deal when you lose someone close to you like that?
You know what? It sounds mad, but like, I just. It's like I just zone out and just keep moving if that makes sense.
You try to firm it. Of course, but you try to firm the skies, innit?
Yeah. Just doing what you're doing.
100%.
Like, life don't stop, really.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly. Would you say that music is definitely a way of like expressing how you feel about them kind of things?
That's my venting. Like, when I sent my mum that track, she was crying, innit?
Yeah.
And she hit me up. She's like, "Oh, if you ever want to talk," and I said, "What do you mean, man? I'm good, you get me? That's my venting."
I hear you, man. I hear you.
It's mad, man. It's like I've said this before. I'm 19 years old. I've never lost anyone yet, man. And it like I've counted myself very, very lucky for that. I'm very blessed for that. And like it's horrible, man. Like I even seen the way it affected you, and I've seen obviously the way it affected you through the way of expression, man. And it's one of them things. It's sad that life still goes on. You know what I mean? It's so sad, man.
And you just wish life could stop for like 2
weeks. You
almost
feel guilty, innit?
Exactly,
man. 100%. But no, anyway, right, well, speaking on what's coming up anyway, what can people expect to see from Robbahollow this year?
Quick video for Letter to Muds.
Yeah, come on.
Make sure you get ready for that.
Video for 7 p.m. in Money.
Yeah.
Then I've got a P110 freestyle I'm going to get whipped up rap.
Shout out P110, man.
Yeah, big up them, man.
Big up them.
That's what, them man proper fuck with me, you get me? Like, not all the channels really fuck with me.
Yeah. Come on.
And, I was supposed to link up with SBTV, so hopefully we get that.
Yeah.
Man. And I think you've covered all fucking channels across everywhere, bro.
Come on,
I want to do my own Westwood, you know.
Oh, your own
Westwood,
like bring your own brethren or just you on your own?
Man that I had, they don't get no coverage, you get me?
Yeah.
You get what I mean? And bro, for years I've always took like, I'm happy to basically bring over man, and help them get a bit of life. And I know that they're doing well in that as well, or they're good at what they do. Do you get what I mean? Like, bare of the rappers I've linked up with I didn't link up with them because they were popping or
just because you respected them, innit?
Yeah, because I liked what they were doing.
No, 100%.
100%.
So, like, what rappers are you looking to work with in the future anyway? Like, on a bigger level, on a local level as well?
You know what, yeah? The only rapper, I'm not even saying, the only rapper that I like, I'd want a feature of, is Huss. That's because like,
respect that.
When it comes to rappers, if I'm gonna do a collab with a rapper, it just have to be just natural. Just someone that I fuck with naturally. I've met you, we vibe with each other, we make a banger in it. Because if we're both rapping, we're both doing the same thing on the tune anyway. Do you get what I mean? Where Huss, I feel like his style is always gonna be different.
100%.
What I'm trying to say.
So we're Huss.
But if I was doing like focusing on collabs, I'd look to do like a Georgia Smith or.
Oh, okay, yeah. That makes sense. So you see, Huss, would it be a hook or a verse?
Huss.
Yeah.
Huss can do both.
Oh, okay. Come on, man.
100%, man. But 100%, man. And thank you, obviously, for coming on. We are going to wrap it up on there, man. It's been an absolute pleasure. But just before, Billy, I want to praise you as well on Bugsy Malone's newest tune out. My man just hit 1 million. He made a little feature in there.
Yeah, I was in there.
He had his little acting moments on there. Come on, Billy, but you know how it is.
Don't gas me.
But man, it's good. There's a lot of stuff coming from yourself. Make sure you tell everyone where they can find you on all the social medias or on YouTube. Just get it out there so people can know where to get you.
You can see by my face, I don't even know it.
I
just froze. But sure, the Instagram.
Robbahollow RPM. I know your Twitter is like Robbahollow RPM or something. I swear.
Yeah. Twitter Robbahollow RPM.
Yeah.
And Insta just Robbahollow.
There you go. And make sure you be checking out all of his tunes. Go and check out the Hood's Hottest as well. Just hit 1 million. You know how it is.
Stream his new EP as well.
New EP as well.
Definitely.
Robert Dinero. But yeah, man, make sure Billy get your socials out there, lad. Before
Billy got 17 Twitter and Instagram, man. He done now.
You know how it is. And make sure to get my Instagram, which is itsck. And also, by the time this one goes out, our new channel for us.
Oh yeah, go for our new channel as well.
The extra slice is going to be going up with new content and stuff like that. Behind the scenes of everything. You know how it is. So go and check that out. Go and subscribe. Make sure to subscribe, like, share on this one. And we will see you next week because that is it on the 2nd episode of the next slice. Peace.
Season 2.
Season 2.